she real vicious. Rockabye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Fields. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Rashawn Gary from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get... Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free. Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Nevis is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion? Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive. Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out, I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far. That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they're firmly in control of this game. Extra point by Nevis is up and good, and it makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Oh, he tries to force it in and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got his tight end fan, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 21-0 our score after 1.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. From 8 yards out.
And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And a rally's on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, here's Fields.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
He's got the hook up to Lazard.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Another run
run with Sanders. Running right through him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On second and a yard. Fields. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Fast footwork by Sanders. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They snap it to Fields. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
Left side here to Sanders. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. To throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Left side complete to Lockett. On the move past the 40. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
From his end zone, Wilson.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's Fields.
That's complete right side to Lazard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And Lazard's got it again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the move to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Fields. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fields rolling to his left. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Fields on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Sanders will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Fields now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But oh, my goodness, another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game, and Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Fields. Touchdown! Allen Lazard. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
On second down, it's Walker. It's a room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 77 yards. And the Seahawks add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. The extra point by Nevis is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just ran on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Fields. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Fields.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On first down, it's Fields. The Sanders has got it complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. They'll get this out wide to Penny. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line.